Okay, welcome to the broadcast, everybody. So, as I was explaining just a minute ago to those of you guys here live with me, we're actually looking at some of the newer templates that have come out with this newer version of um, Volusion. And they came out with this newer interface pretty recently. All of you guys should be on it now and would have access to this. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to log into this particular site. This is just kind of a sample site we're working on right now. The login is, of course, the same. I mean, anytime you want to log into a Volusion site, you just find the My Account option here at the bottom or the login option. You click on that, and then you should be okay. That'll take you into where you can log in. As we've talked about and explained before, this box up here at the top right, I guess I'll point to it so you know what I'm talking about. That box right there. That's the one you click on if you want to get access to some of your admin, administrative type stuff. Okay, so we'll do that. We're going to click on this box here. And you'll notice this comes up, and I do want to address this again because it needs to be addressed. I get a question every single week about this. People start to freak out when they see that Content Builder has been disabled on this page. It says that on every single page except for your home page. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with your site at all. Ignore it because we're not using the quote-unquote Content Builder, okay? So don't worry about that when you see it. Too many of you guys panic a little bit when you see it. We're going to come up here and click on the 3 vertical dots, and we're going to head over here to the dashboard, okay? Now, if you're building a site on your own, let's make a distinction here. If you're having the site built for you, what I'm about to show you here doesn't matter, and I don't want you to mess with it. If you're building the site on your own, this is relevant. When I say build, I'm talking about the design work. So if you have our design department who's creating and developing out your design, don't mess with what I'm going to show you. If you're doing your own design on the site, then this will become very applicable, okay? Inside this new interface, under design and then template right here, so design and then template, there's actually a section for choosing a template. Now, guys, what's a template? When I say template for the website, what am I talking about with a template? Template is what you're looking at right here, just sort of the overall general look and layout. It's like the bones of the thing. And templates, you know, when our design team designs a site, they completely change the template by building and developing out a logo. They change the color scheme. They adjust homepage sliders and images to where it looks truly unique. But it's all started off of some kind of a template of some sort. And Volusion recently came out with another like 7 of them. Every once in a while they'll release ones, and these are free to use. This one right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, these 7 are brand new templates. Now again, please, if you already have a design set up and a template picked out on your site, don't come in here and change it. You're going to mess up the whole design of your site. If you're just starting this process and you're just deciding how to design your site, then yes, you could come in here and choose a template. If our design team's already built it for you, I don't want you messing with any of this because you can mess up a lot of their design work. You'll notice here too, let's erase those. You'll notice here, those are the free ones, but they have a filter where you can filter by template price. Some of the templates are $50, so if I click on the $50 ones, you'll see these here. There's 4 of them. And if not the $50 ones, if I click on 180, you'll see these ones right here. Here's each one of these costs $180 just to buy the template, which I think is never worth it. So I never recommend you guys buy templates. I always think you work off of the free ones because you can edit and manipulate the free ones enough to where it looks not like a template, but it looks really, really good. I think often we think of, if you've ever seen kind of a cookie cutter neighborhood with a bunch of cookie cutter houses, what you mean by that is they all look the same, right? As you drive through, there's very little variation from any of them. If you left if you chose one of these templates and didn't manipulate the design, you would have a bit of a cookie cutter site because other people have probably done the same thing. Our design department doesn't do that, and at some point we'd recommend really editing it and sprucing it up. But it starts with a structure, and that's what we're looking at here. The ones that we use most often in our design work, when our designers are doing their thing on these sites, we like this one, this eclectic one is good. And you'll actually notice next to all of these, you see a picture of like a tablet and a phone. You see that? I'm circling them right now. That just means that they're mobile friendly and they're dynamic, meaning however the site is set up, it should display really nicely on a tablet as well as a phone with a smaller screen, in addition to just your normal desktop look. So you want one that's mobile friendly. All of them now that Volusion offers are mobile friendly. They don't even mess with stuff that's not, because in this day and age, there's just too much volume and views that come through mobile that you have to have a really mobile friendly site. Plus, it's important for Google. They like mobile friendly, so we call that responsive. So if I hit on responsive, it's supposed to filter anything that's non-responsive. On Volusion these days, they don't really carry non-responsive themes. They're all mobile friendly, all responsive, all really good. Okay. So these are all new. These are all brand new. So I wanted to show these to you. If you want to apply a new template to your site, you can simply hit Get It like this, and then I can click the orange Activate Now button, and that would implement the template into my site. Last disclaimer: don't do it if you already have a site set up. And that's the last thing you want to be worried about. I mean, if you're not getting a lot of traffic right now and you're not making a ton of money off of your site, the answer is not redesigning and changing template and dusting off your shelves and painting the store, right? If you're not getting people in the door, your problem is marketing, and you need to focus on that. If people are coming into your door and they're not purchasing, the problem could be your store. But rarely that's the issue with our clients. 99% of the time, it's that they've got this beautiful looking site, but they don't have enough traffic. So let that be your focus. Don't worry too much about the design all the time, like you guys are apt to do. Okay, so on any of these designs, you'll notice one of the key features, if I come out here and just look at the site, is if I scroll down here at the bottom of the site here, we're looking at the footer area. Okay, there's your footer right there. And you've got specifically these info pages in your footer, which are really nice, kind of put there by default. You'll be glad to note that they actually already have your shipping page and returns page. Both of those are linked. They already have your About Us page built in by default, and they already have your Contact Us page built in by default. So, in the past on other footers, we've had to have you go in and add those pages or some of those pages on your own. They're already added here, which is kind of nice. If you want to edit any of these pages, for example, shipping, if I click on shipping, I can edit this page. If I click on the little black box right here, right? This one, top right-hand side of the screen. Click on that, select the vertical white dots, and select Articles and Text. And this takes me over to where I can find this page. You need to find the shipping section, which I believe is number, if I scroll down, here it is. It's number 57 here. That's for shipping. So just make a note of that. 57 is for shipping. We might write this down here in just a second, so you can take a note of it. And then I could come over here and I click on 57, and I can edit the shipping section, right? And you'll want to do that based on your supplier and their policies. Okay, so that's shipping. If I scroll down here, they also had a returns section, so I can click on the returns page. And I have a very generic, please contact customer service for more information on returning an item. Thank you. You're going to want something a little more detailed than that. If you want to edit it, click on the little black box at the top right, vertical dots. I would probably go into, I'd probably go back into your dashboard and get to your site content, it's called. So you go design and then site content right here. This is where all those pages are. So if I click site contact or content, we talked about a minute ago how it's kind of built on a number system. See the numbers of the different pieces of content, right? Shipping was what? Number 57, right? Well, let's look for about us. I'm going to scroll down here. I believe it, or I'm sorry, not about us, but returns. Here's returns, number 3. So make a note of that. If you need to find the returns page, it's probably number 3, okay? And then you can click on that and edit it. There is an About Us page on here too. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. About Us is actually number 1 here. See that? Number 1. So make a note of that. And then last but not least, we need to actually find the contact page. And I don't see the contact page. Contact, we may have to create our own. It's looking that way. Yep. So we'll have to create our own contact page, even in this newer template, which is easy to do. I think I've showed you this before, guys. So we're going to go inventory, categories. Now you might say, well, wait a minute, stop. There was already contact us there. Well, that's true. The link is here. But see what happens is if I were to click on this link, it's going to open up an email program and automatically make me as the customer email. I actually don't want that. I want a page that actually has some information and then lists my email instead. So we can leave this here, but we need to create a contact us first, or a contact us page first to put all this on. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go inventory and then categories inside of my dashboard, add menu item, and let's create a contact us page here. So we're going to call this contact us. We're going to put it in our nav menu 1 right here. We're going to go down to advanced info, and under category descriptions, we're going to say something like, we appreciate your comments and questions. If you need to contact us, please use the following. And then I might put, Trevor at, or I guess Gmail, or whatever your email is. That's not my real email, but you get the point. Put in your email there, hit save, and then you've got your contact us page. We'll say support@gmail.com, save. And now if I go back out to my site where I was, I put it up here in the menu, so you'll see contact us is now a menu item, and I could leave it there, but I really just put it in the menu so that I know where to get this right here. Somebody tell me what this is right here that I just circled in green. What is that as it relates to my new contact us page? Yeah, it's the web address, right, or the URL of the page, right. Well, I need to know that if I'm going to finish creating my link. So I'm going to highlight that, copy it. I'm going to come right down here, and I'm going to edit this footer section. Click on the little edit button, and all I do is highlight contact us, click on this little icon, edit link, and I get rid of the email link and instead put in a URL link right here. See where it says URL? I hit insert. And then I have to remember to hit this little checkbox right here when I'm done. And that fixed the link, and now that'll connect over to my new contact us page. Okay. If I wanted to add more content to this bottom section, it's really slick how you do it. You'll notice that there's 3 columns, right? My account, site help, shipping and returns, site index. That's column 1. Column 2 is view card, about us, privacy policy. Column 2, and then order status, contact us, all products. That's column 3. I want to keep this the same. So if I click just after site index and hit the enter button, I could put in a new page right here. And if I hit enter again, I could put in another new page link. And if I hit enter again, see how nice that is? I just keep hitting enter, and it's allowing me to create this bigger footer section in case I had other pages that I wanted to put there. So it's very simple to manipulate this section of the site. Really just remember to put your cursor here at site index and hit enter, and that gives you a new spot right in line with the other columns to add in new pages if you want. Footer pages are just additional navigation. I don't usually put categories there or products there. They're usually informational pages, maybe a blog link, right? If you've got a blog, you could put a link down there for it. An informational page on your site, what have you, but this all works out just fine. Remember to hit the checkbox when you're done, and that'll save it there. I'm just going to exit out so that actually doesn't show up. Okay, so pretty simple, right? I mean, this is just some new functionality in Volusion I wanted to show you. I keep forgetting to do this. Maybe we'll do this next week, but I want to show you. Notice when I'm on my home page, you get all this information right here. Okay, but notice if I click over onto, say, the chairs page right here, and I click the black box, it says, once again, Content Builder has been disabled. Can I just reiterate one more time? Your Content Builder only works if you're sitting on your home page. Okay? So what's going to happen when I click back over onto my home page? Look, I've got my Content Builder enabled here. All right? Pretty easy. You don't use your content builder on other pages. It might work on like an About Us page. Yeah, it does. So some of your informational pages you could do this on. Like you could put in a really cool map. You just sort of drag and drop the element in. You can like put a map of your office or whatever. Obviously, that's not what we're going to do here, but you can use this content builder to create some pretty cool stuff. I'm not going to save that, but you get the point. So anyway, we'll mess with this more later, but that's the content builder, just so you guys are more aware of that. Okay. Okay, I think this is plenty for just showing you guys some new stuff, some new functionality with the new Volusion interface. I want to do next week the content builder. I think we will. I think I'm going to play with that a little bit with you guys, you know, on one of these calls and kind of show you how it works. Some cool stuff you can do on the home page. If you think your home page is a little too simple, maybe you'd like a little more going on, the content builder offers some really nice visual effects for your home page that actually don't require extensive design background or creative background on your part. They're already done for you. They're really cool. So I'll show those more to you next week. But we'll do some more Volusion stuff then. All year long, we're gonna be covering more Volusion. Hopefully, teach you guys how to be experts on this thing and be able to run your business really well. So thanks for coming along. Appreciate you guys. I will see you all next week for some more Volusion training. We'll see you next time.